I don't know if it's that I'm getting old or if it's that things have changed in the online world, but to me, I have noticed that there have been, not going into detail, but I have a couple of content creators I have been watching previously, let's say a year ago or 2 years ago, and they were not small back then, or maybe they were smaller, but now they pop on my feed for some reason, and the topic that they were discussing seemed interesting, so I opened the video and watched a couple of these videos, and I noticed that they used to be not like me, that this is one take, no editing, and it makes absolutely no sense, and I stumble with words all the time. But their recording was more of this easy paced. It was edited clearly, but it was still filmed like this in the same position. But now I have seen that this a lot of, I don't know if it's correct to say a lot of, but at least what I have seen, it has changed that maybe their channels have grown, they get more money, but it's clear that a lot of these online personalities have a team that is really working on the videos. And I don't think, maybe what you see is a person talking, but it's maximum 5 or 10 seconds, and then it's either zoomed in, and the person keeps talking, or zoomed out. Usually it's zoom in, right? And then the person keeps talking, and then they cut to a animation, and you can hear the voice in the background, but these videos are heavily modified in production before they are released, and I just don't like watching that type of content, and I'm glad about that, because I know that's directed more heavily towards this, well, let's just call it TikTok generation. I know this is a generalization, but people who have already used to this fast-paced type of content. So I guess the thinking is that you need to have something happening on the screen very often, very fast, because nobody likes to watch this type of content where it's the videos just keeping still and nothing is really happening. And I find that very sad, because you know what happens, that if you are browsing TikTok or something like that, it is really messing up with your brain, in a sense that you have hard time focusing on anything, because everything is short. The videos are like 5 seconds or 10 seconds, and then you go on to the next one. So it feels like I'm watching TikTok even though I'm watching a 20-minute video from YouTube. And I find that the content, and a lot of these videos, the person who is doing them has a clear voice, has a good, like, radio host type of a voice even, and they know their area of expertise. They know their area very well, and I feel like there is no need for this zooming in, zooming out, this clip animation, zooming in, and all of this, and you can even see some graphics overlaid while the person is talking. I just feel like it is unnecessary, and I enjoy more just watching a person talk, and I love watching these podcasts where it's just two people talking, because there's really no editing. There's really no animations. There's nothing. It is. I enjoy that, and maybe we have two sets of brains now in the world. The younger ones that are hyperactive and need this type of content, and then us older people that enjoy this slower paced, long format content. And I don't know, that's a very I know it's a simplification and making it very simple, which is not the case, but maybe there's some truth in that. I think there is, because to me it is like, and we have moved towards this direction. I have seen the progress. I was born in 83, sorry, and the internet came in the early 90s or something like that. We were there, I guess you could say, from the beginning, or almost in the beginning, when the connections were terrible and so on. But there was no short content in a long while, I think. And then I think it kind of became like Instagram. So you got this, well, Facebook had a feed, but I don't think you kind of went through it like this. Then Instagram became quite fast, and then you got, I think TikTok is now. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm not an expert on this, because I haven't even used all of these that much, even younger. But the content has been, the length, the amount you spent watching anything has been shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. And now we are at these 5-second videos, and I don't like, even if you have like a 20-second or a 30-second video, it's heavily edited, very fast, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, and then they even might have like subtitles with the animations, and it's just I think it hurts my brain. It hurts my brain a little bit, and I'm sad to see that this form of content, or this type of content, has kind of now merging on a lot of YouTube creators, that they're adding all this fast-paced stuff in their videos, which are not that short. So it's like watching a long YouTube short, I guess. Probably, as I mentioned, these creators have teams that work on the editing and post-production and so on. I'm sure they are using AI, or they're comparing the algorithms and what is getting the most views, basically. I guess that's the game. That's the name of the game. And you have seen that on the what is that called? Sorry. Thumbnails. You have seen that on the thumbnails, that they need to be very provocative. What was the word? They need to really grab your attention. And well, there is an exception. I'm a big fan of Mr. Beast. I think he's awesome. His videos are amazing, but there's my limit. I can watch like a single Mr. Beast episode, a video. Maybe you can call it an episode at this point. I can watch one video, and then I think I can watch more of that, because they are also very, very heavily edited and modified. But he's so good at that. He's been so good at that for a long time. And yeah, obviously he has a big team as well. But I respect Jimmy, Mr. Beast, a lot. He earns everything he has, I think. And but other than that, I don't really like to watch this very fast-paced, fast editing type of content. It it just makes my head hurt. And I hope people would make content creators would trust more on themselves, and that they have something valuable to say, which a lot of them have, especially if they have some sort of area that they are really living and breathing 24/7. They should, I think you should trust yourself that you are good at what you do. You're good enough without all this crap on top of that. You don't need the animations, you don't need the heavy cutting and editing, but I guess that's where we're going. On the other hand, there's this guy, I hope I'm say and remember his name correctly, Sam Salek, this huge guy, and he has these long ass videos, like 30 minutes or 40 minutes, and long I mean because basically I guess I watched one of his videos. I don't know him that well, but he's like a new YouTuber, I guess, upcoming YouTuber, not upcoming, but you know, he's not Mr. Beast, and he's just I guess the videos are similar, that he's driving to the gym, so he's talking in his car, and then he's talking and working out at the gym, and he's a massive guy, obviously knows his shit, and he has like I saw, like if I open up YouTube, I see his new video. It's like 6 hours since it's been uploaded, and it has like 1 million views or something like that. I think it's crazy, but that is something that makes me really happy. He was and one thing I think people like is authenticity, right? You could pick it right up from him that this guy is not, you know, acting. This guy is not putting on a show. This guy is not, you know, he's not in a role. He's not doing anything. He's just filming and talking what he's doing. And you know, I could watch more of his content easily, even though I'm not that big. I'm not that interested in, I guess what he's doing is, I don't know, bodybuilding or just, you know, building muscle, getting really big and strong. I'm not really interested in that, as you can see, but still we attach ourselves to these personalities, right? So maybe there's hope. Maybe we're reaching the top of the attention span that people can even handle. I mean, you can't put much more stuff in a 5-second video than we are already putting, right? So maybe we're reaching the limit, and then we start going backwards. And maybe it's the guy like Sam Salek, maybe he is something that's a representation of that already, and hopefully that is the case. And yeah, that is what I wanted to talk about. And my idea was, when I started making videos, my idea was also this, that I just want to make this, I just want to talk, and if nobody's gonna watch it, that's fine. This for me is also practice on my English, on my, you know, presentation, and so on, and self-confidence and everything. It's not easy, especially when you start to just click record and talk about something and then upload it online. It takes a bit of an effort and bit of what would you say, not courage, but you need to put yourself out there a little. And but for me, my thinking was, is if somebody is gonna watch my content at some point, it needs to be, what I'm saying needs to be entertaining enough. Not the graphics, not editing and everything. And yeah, maybe I'm also too lazy to do anything like that. But also, because I enjoy this, like this podcast that is long form content, people discussing it has like a calming effect on me. Just listening, learning new stuff, seeing people just, talking about what they know about, and to me that has been, I enjoy that. It is almost can be relaxing, and at the same time you might learn something completely new. So maybe that was at least part of my thinking when I started making this stuff, that if ever somebody would watch my content, I would hope that they would watch, it would be interesting for some reason for somebody, and at the same time it would maybe give them, what I sometimes get out of content is that just, something positive. It doesn't have to be new knowledge, doesn't have to be anything magnificent, but I want it to be me. And I think that is, obviously there's a million people online nowadays talking, and I'm not, it's not my dream to become a big YouTube star or anything like that. I don't even know if I would like that, to be honest. But I'm not here to compete with anybody. I'm here to do this to become better at, as I mentioned, speaking, English, video, everything, sound. Hopefully you can hear something. And yeah, but I enjoy that type of content, and I hope that we will see more of that on these new superstar personalities that will pop up on YouTube and other platforms as well. So I have hope, and maybe things will actually get better in the content world soon, hopefully. And that's it. That's all I wanted to say. And it's been, I thought this was gonna be a short video, but usually this is what happens when I have noticed when I start talking. It's just for some reason it kind of every time runs longer than I kind of expected or anticipated. I have this idea that, hey, I want to talk about this now, and maybe I will talk, but I don't have any idea how to do it, so maybe it will only be 5 minute long or something like that, and then it's 20 minutes again. So that's enough for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I need to put some wood in the fireplace so I don't freeze out. Thanks. Bye.